skill we're gonna learn is dribbling. This video is geared towards third graders or anyone that is trying to learn the basics of basketball. Dribbling is very critical because it is used throughout the whole game. Let's get to it. So I'm gonna break up the skill into two parts. We're gonna learn the stance first, and then we're gonna learn the dribbling part next. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna show you the position you need to be in to dribble the ball. We are gonna have our feet shoulder width apart, our feet straight ahead, knees bent, chest up, and eyes straight. Great, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys again so you guys can get a good grasp on it. So first, shoulder width apart, your legs. We're gonna have our feet straight pointing forward, knees bent, chest up and forward, and eyes straight ahead. Great job, guys. It looks like we got our stance down. But before we go on to the next part, let's see if you guys remember. So what position do we need to be in when we are dribbling the ball? Athletic position. When we're in athletic position, what position are we standing in? So we're gonna go ahead and shoulder width apart our feet. We are gonna have feet forward, knees bent, chest up, and eyes straight ahead. Good job, guys. Now we're gonna go ahead and go into our dribbling. We're gonna go into our second part of dribbling, and that's the actual dribbling part. So when we are dribbling, we're gonna go ahead and wanna make a C gesture, a scooping or a curve gesture in our hands. Alright, guys, so once we do that curve, C curve, scooping, or whichever you guys like to remember it by, once we do dribble the ball, we do not want to bounce it by the palm, but we want to bounce it by our fingertips. Great, now I'm going to show you guys it all put together. We're going to go ahead and get into athletic stance, or feet straight, legs shoulder width apart, knees bent, chest up, eyes open, forward. We're gonna go ahead and do our C-shape scooping curve on our hands, and then bounce off with our fingertips. Great, everybody. Now I want you guys to pause this video and practice this skill, what we have learned. So athletic position, feet forward, legs shoulder width apart, knees bent, chest up, eyes forward. And then we're gonna have our hands in a curved scooping gesture, but we're gonna bounce off with our fingertips. It's okay to look at the ball first because we are still learning. So we're gonna go ahead and progress gradually with our eyes off the ball. But for now, it's okay. Now I'm gonna ask you guys a couple questions of what we just learned about the second part of how our hand is supposed to be. So how is our hand supposed to be when we are dribbling the ball? A C shape, a scooping shape, a cupping shape, whichever you guys you like to remember it by. Okay, everyone, we know how our hand is going to be during the dribbling of the ball. It's a C, scooping, cupping gesture, but what are we going to go ahead and push off the ball with? It's going to be our fingertips. Good job, everybody. Great, guys, we just finished our part one, which was our stance, and part two, which was the actual dribble. Before we go into any skills, I just want to go ahead and recap for you guys part one and part two. So part one is our athletic stance. So we want to be shoulder width apart, feet forward, knees bent, chest up, and eyes looking forward. Part two, we're going to have our hand in a curved motion. We are going to push off with our fingertips. And we are gonna go ahead and do this. I'm glad you guys made it this far. So now we're gonna go ahead and go into some basics, some simple drills before we could progress. Our first drill is gonna be, we're just gonna go ahead and go through the motions and just practice that dribble right there. Good job, everybody. Second drill, guys, we could start gradually going into a walk with it. We're gonna go ahead and keep the eyes straight, still knees a little bent, forward. If you want to look at the ball right now, go ahead, or try not to. Go ahead and practice that for a minute or so. Final drill, y'all, is gonna be, we're gonna pick up the speed, and we're gonna either jog or kind of run if you'd like. So we're gonna go ahead and go. You can just go ahead, back a quick recap of what we just learned is the fundamentals of dribbling a basketball. Once we gradually progress in our skill, we could go into more complex skills. But for now, thank you guys and hope you learned something and hope to see you next time.